It's Thursday, December 5th, 2024, and I'm Dave Sobel. 3 things to know today. Amazon unveils AI-Centric updates at reInvent, the Nova models, hardware breakthroughs, and legacy system modernization. Balancing risks and relief, encryption and AI oversight take center stage in the security landscape, and from Intel's future to Microservices decline and IT's strategic rise. This is the business of tech. Amazon held their reInvent conference this week, unveiling a series of updates that highlight the company's focus on generative AI, hardware innovation, and modernization tools. AWS CEO Matt Garman emphasized the transformative potential of generative AI across industries, supported by AWS's growing ecosystem of services. Key announcements were to Amazon Bedrock, designed to streamline model training while reducing the size and cost of AI models by up to 5-fold. Bedrock now supports AWS's new Nova family of foundation models, which includes Nova Micro for text-only tasks, Nova Lite for multimodal processing, and Nova Premier for complex reasoning. Looking ahead, AWS hinted at future developments like speech-to-speech and any-to-any models. Generative AI also took center stage with updates to Q Business, AWS's AI assistant, which now integrates with over 40 enterprise tools such as Zoom and Asana. This integration enables seamless data queries and insights through Amazon QuickSight, with a library of over 50 automated actions leveraging generative AI to streamline workflows. These features are in preview with a full rollout expected in 2025. On the hardware front, AWS showcased its advancements to support AI workloads. The Graviton processor, which offers 40% better price performance and 60% lower energy usage than traditional x86 processors, now accounts for over half of AWS's added CPU capacity since 2019. AWS also announced new instances featuring NVIDIA's upcoming Blackwell chips, promising 2.5 times faster performance, alongside the launch of Tranium 2, their second-generation AI chip, which boasts 30 to 40% better pricing performance than current GPU systems. To ensure the reliability of AI outputs, AWS introduced automated reasoning, a safeguard against AI hallucinations that cross-references customer-supplied data to validate responses. The company also unveiled model distillation, a feature that transfers the capabilities of larger AI models to smaller, more efficient ones, enabling multi-agent collaboration on complex projects. AWS didn't stop there, with significant updates in data processing and storage. The new Aurora DSQL engine provides distributed storage with low latency and performs SQL transactions 4 times faster than Google Spanner. Meanwhile, AWS launched data transfer terminal locations in Los Angeles and New York, designed for high-speed uploads of large data sets, such as those used in video production and industrial data collection. These facilities provide secure, rapid transfers through Amazon S3 and Elastic File System, with plans to expand to additional regions. Finally, AWS introduced tools aimed at helping businesses modernize legacy systems. A new AI tool simplifies the migration of Microsoft .NET applications to Linux, potentially reducing migration time from months to days while saving up to 40% in licensing costs. AWS also announced updates for mainframe and VMware migrations, with features for automating tasks like unit testing and documentation updates. These efforts are part of a broader strategy leveraging the Q developer tool, positioning AWS to compete with solutions like Microsoft's GitHub Copilot. Why do we care? While the announcements are impressive in scope, evaluating their practicality and broader implications reveals a mix of opportunities and potential challenges. AWS's tools for migration and modernization offer clear opportunities for consultative work, particularly around legacy application transformation and database optimization. Modernizing legacy systems is complex, often requiring a high degree of customization. While AWS's announced tools are promising, enterprises with unique configurations may still encounter friction. And while AWS's Bedrock updates and Nova models are compelling, competitors like OpenAI and via Azure, Google Cloud, and IBM's Watson are equally aggressive. Graviton's energy efficiency and cost advantages could enable managed services providers to optimize infrastructure offerings and remain price competitive. And integration with over 40 enterprise tools like Zoom and Asana emphasizes their ambition to position the Q Assistant as a linchpin for enterprise workflows. The good news is all of these unanswered questions are the opportunity to work with customers. Did you know that there's a SIM that's made for IT admins and is free for internal use for MSPs? Blue Mira's cloud platform makes SIM simple and affordable with automated threat detection, 24/7 expert support, managed detections, and guided response. You can protect your customers from ransomware and meet compliance requirements on an SMB budget. Don't add syslog to your MDR and let them call it a SIM. You deserve better. Get started with your free NFR account at bluemira.com/radio. That's BLUMIRA.com/radio. A warning and a relief. U.S. officials are advising Americans to use encrypted messaging apps amid a significant cyber attack on major telecommunications companies like AT&T and Verizon. The hacking campaign, known as Salt Typhoon and mentioned before on this show, is one of the largest intelligence breaches in U.S. history with no clear timeline for resolution. Officials indicate that China was behind the attacks, aiming to spy on customers. They recommend using encryption for text and voice communications to protect against interception. The FBI has noted that hackers accessed call records, live phone calls of specific targets, and systems used by law enforcement for tracking communications. Privacy advocates urge the use of end-to-end encryption in apps like Signal and WhatsApp to safeguard sensitive information. And coverage in The Conversation gives some insight into AI around misinformation. In a landmark year for global elections, 2024 saw approximately 3.7 billion eligible voters across 72 countries participate, marking it as a supercycle year for democracy. While many feared that artificial intelligence would lead to rampant misinformation, a recent Pew survey revealed that nearly 8 times as many Americans expected AI to be used for negative purposes rather than positive ones in the elections. And despite these concerns, AI proved beneficial in various ways, such as language translation, where governments and politicians leveraged AI to communicate with diverse communities. Additionally, some candidates utilized AI chatbots to engage voters directly, and AI was employed in political fundraising and strategy development. However, the year was not without issues. AI-generated misinformation still emerged, albeit without the catastrophic impact that many anticipated. Why do we care? Both stories are about risk management. IT service providers should anticipate heightened demand for solutions tailored to hardened telco systems, especially as dependency on mobile communication grows. An obvious point of assistance is ensuring all communications are encrypted. While fears of AI-driven misinformation dominated pre-election discourse, the reality was more balanced. AI contributed positively to translation, voter engagement, and fundraising efforts, countering some of the doom-laden narratives. However, the subtle spread of AI misinformation highlights ongoing risks of unregulated AI outputs. So focus on risk management. Time for some big ideas. First, ZDNet offers 8 ways Intel can still pull itself out of freefall after its CEO's forced exit. Pat Gelsinger has been forced out as CEO after less than 4 years. His departure underscores a broader issue at Intel, a cultural stagnation that's hindered innovation and made risk-taking difficult. The company must now confront its heavy reliance on its x86 architecture while adapting to the rise of ARM-based processors, which have become prevalent in smartphones and cloud computing. Additionally, Intel's ambitious venture into contract chip manufacturing faces challenges, as it must compete with established players like TSMC. With billions in funding from the CHIPS Act, Intel has a chance to reclaim its position, but it requires decisive leadership and a commitment to cultural and strategic transformation to navigate these turbulent times. VentureBeat with Why Microservices Might Be Finished as Monoliths Return with a Vengeance. In a notable shift within the industry, many companies are moving away from microservices and returning to monolithic architectures, as highlighted in the article. While microservices offered advantages such as better scalability and flexibility, the reality has proven challenging, with complex interactions and data integrity issues arising during migration. The article emphasizes that many organizations struggle with defining domain boundaries, leading to circular dependencies and vague team ownership. Data migration remains a critical hurdle, often causing disruptions in business operations due to the potential for data loss and inconsistencies. Ultimately, the challenges of fully realizing the benefits of microservices have prompted a reconsideration of monolithic structures as firms seek stability amid increasing system complexity. An IT pro with this long-titled article, the IT department is finally getting the recognition it deserves, and it's all down to the rise of AI. Workers are gaining C-suite praise, bigger budgets, and pay rises. Yes, that's the full title. The rise of artificial intelligence is elevating the status of IT departments, according to new research from the software firm 1E. Nearly 60% of IT leaders in the U.S. report that AI has improved their department's standing within their companies. Additionally, 90% of IT professionals working at companies that have adopted AI have experienced career growth, leading to raises, promotions, and increased budgets. Over 25% have received a raise or promotion tied directly to their work with AI. The study highlights that nearly a quarter of respondents now see their AI contributions recognized for directly impacting revenue and cost savings. Furthermore, 4 in 10 IT professionals now directly advise their company's executive teams on AI strategies. With an average salary of around $174,000 for those with AI skills, this trend signifies a transformative shift in the role and recognition of IT departments. Why do we care? So here are your questions to consider. If Intel falls further, what impact might this have on your supply chain, technology choices, or partnerships? Are you aligned with vendors and technologies that are agile and future-proof? Are customers' current system architectures aligned with the organization's capabilities and business goals? Are they struggling with microservices complexity? And if so, could a hybrid or monolithic approach offer a better solution? And as IT becomes a more prominent advisor to executives, how is your organization structuring its offerings to enable strategic contributions? Are you leveraging this moment to secure larger budgets and cross-departmental influence? Today's episode is supported by CoreView. Your customers need your Microsoft 365 expertise, and CoreView has the only M365 management platform designed for MSPs. Manage hundreds of tenants, automate manual tasks, and monitor compliance, all while intelligently comparing to the baseline. With a no-code control approach, CoreView revolutionizes your Microsoft 365 administration. This powerful platform enables automatic reporting and remediation, ensuring optimal performance and security. The best part? You achieve this high level of service without the need for a large workforce, allowing you to focus on growing your business through efficiency. Want to know more? Visit coreview.com/MSP and find out more. Thanks for listening. Today is International Ninja Day. I could mention National Blue Jeans Day, but it's International Ninja Day. Ninjas. Tomorrow on the podcast, we talk to 1Password's Jason Eberhardt, and Saturday you get the live show where I tell you how I use AI in the show and ask a few questions of you, the audience, and I conduct an experiment with my producer to see if she can tell the difference between AI me and real me. Trust me, you don't want to miss that AI taste test. Got a comment or a thought on a story? Put it in the comments if you're on YouTube, or reach out on LinkedIn if you're listening to the podcast. If you got a question, send it in at question@mspradio.com. Have a great weekend, and I will talk to you again with more news on Monday. The Business of Tech is written and produced by me, Dave Sobel, under ethics guidelines posted at businessof.tech. If you like the content, please make sure to hit that like button, follow, or subscribe. It's free and easy, and the best way to support the show and help us grow. You can also check out our Patreon, where you can join the Business of Tech community at patreon.com/MSP Radio, or buy our Why Do We Care merch at businessof.tech. Finally, if you're interested in advertising on the show, visit mspradio.com www.cybersecurity.com/engage. Once again, thanks for listening to me. I will talk to you again on our next episode of The Business of Tech.
Part of the MSP Radio Network.